It has been a jam-packed week here, getting to speak with a few of our national lawmakers, and today we are joined by Duluth Mayor Reinert here to discuss a new survey that allows residents to provide their input on how the city of Duluth can improve as we move on to the future. Mayor Reinert, appreciate you taking the time to join us today. Awesome to have you here in studio. So we'll get to the survey here in a little bit, but first off, can we talk about the government shutdown that's happening in D.C.? Are there any hiccups that may impact the work Duluth is doing right now or possibly in the future?
So initially, no.
Okay.
You know, the biggest partner to the city government is state government, so not initially.
Sure.
But the longer that a state government or a federal government shutdown goes on, of course, there are potential for implications for the city. I think our most important initial impact is just employees. You know, we do have a number of federal employees that live in and near the city of Duluth, a number of federal agencies that have presences here, and of course some of them are not, none of them are getting paychecks. Some of them are still being required to go to work with an expectation that they're going to get paid on the back end, and increasingly that seems like a question mark. So I think I think for all of us as a community, thinking about those folks and, you know, the financial implications for them is the biggest short-term impact.
Yeah, as we all wait to figure out what's going to happen with that.
Exactly.
But let's get to that survey that we were talking about, a new resident feedback survey. So I got to take it this morning.
Oh, awesome.
Very in-depth. Can you talk about what you hope to accomplish with folks who provide their confidential answers?
You know, a couple things. Number one, we make all sorts of policy and fiscal decisions at the city, and too often we tend to do it based on anecdote, or maybe we do it based on the loudest voice in the room.
Right.
And that is not the best way to make these important decisions that govern our entire city or use our precious fiscal resources. You know, the city's done one in the past, but it was pre-COVID, and you know, things have changed.
Different world.
Different world, right? So our intent is not just to have it this year, but to have it on a regular basis so that we first of all develop a baseline about city services, where people think we're at, where they'd like us to be, and that then helps us direct how we apply both our human and fiscal resources. So having taken it, you know that it really focused on core city services, what people's expectations are. Is there something you'd pay more for if we could do more about it? And then just kind of quality of life questions with the various neighborhoods in Duluth.
Yeah, and Mayor, while I have you here, the city facing a budget deficit that is major budget deficit coming in 2026, 2027.
Even 2028.
Millions of dollars that we're talking about. Should residents, in your eyes, brace or expect cuts to any of our core city services right now?
No, and nor should they expect dramatic property tax increases. You know, the residents have already given us almost $112 million in our general fund. Our obligation, and it's what I brought to the city council, is to use those resources well. So we are prioritizing our core city services, streets, utilities, public safety, our parks, our libraries, everything else is secondary, and we are prioritizing service delivery over at the admin side of the house. So you can expect us on the 31st with the council to bring a budget that reflects that and a 2.7% inflation-only property tax increase.
Duluth Mayor Reinert.
All right.
Mayor Reinert, I appreciate your time today.
Thank you.